Greetings. This is Ferdinand Riamentra. I welcome you to my my recap of Critical Role's Force Dive, episode 19, Shard Candy. We start out. It's first introduced to us by their 19th timekeeper, Matthew Mercer. Mm-hmm. The This is their back. This is back during the holidays, so this is their Christmas episode, the last episode of Foresight Dive of 2023. I'm sorry for late things. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. There. He started to recap a review of what they might be going into, especially and hints that that the creepy Santa with who now has that weird flesh mountain is somewhere on hidden on set. Of course, he is. He's gonna, and it's a freaking Christmas episode. Also,
Ah, humbug! What flimflammery is this?
It's the holiday episode of Force How to Dive, Scrooge, Matt. I'm hosting it.
This silly little experiment of a talk show? What a ridiculous caprice.
Come on, Scrooge, Matt. The folks at home really want to know more about Critical Role and what goes on behind the scenes.
What will you be doing in the C block? A hot dog eating contest while Danny asks you leftover taken questions?
No, we're playing our version of Candyland with a bunch of Critical Role twists.
Ha! Good luck with that. Fine. Have the day off. Host your silly little talk show. I have to go back to sleep and run a one-shot with my ghost buddies. So, keep it down out there. Shh.
Welcome to Force How to Dive. Let's do a fucking holiday show.
Yeah.
and with that we get into the episodes. Starting with the first section, what the frick is up with that? It's talking about the two. I think they keep calling them shards, but despite one the there, and how Action decides to put the spark in them, despite only having the shard and having Pin has been pointing out how dangerous this will be. Not one of the better ideas, I think the main comparison was like a broken puzzle escape room. Like like this has just like and then finally something breaks off. It's like what? So it goes in. You broke the escape room. Like you're not. That wasn't supposed to happen. As he was called in Tal's head, it made perfect sense of time and stuff. And of course, Ashley was all aboard with this. The thing there, how? Let's see. He thought it was stuff like think this is part of my character system stuff. but he did eventually figure out this was going to be a bad idea. I think he described the moment as that when he said, "All right, you'll have to make okay, you'll be making 10 consecutive rolls." It was like 10. Yeah, that was like, oh, I may have been off the line too.
I know.
10 rolls.
10 rolls.
That.
I know.
10 rolls.
10 rolls.
Don't eat
No,
the
it was fascinating because I don't know. For me, I was trying to set a very clear, like, this would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Without considering, as I'm always considering 7 different characters. That one
Yeah.
of the
Wait, what the? That's that was the wrong time spot.
I'm going to be powerful enough to, like, actually punish the people.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, sorry.
He's looking for crumbs.
Just making sure.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Eating the holly.
Yeah, don't eat the plastic stuff.
No, I
Yeah,
gave
that
him
worked
a
great
cookie
telling
and
me
now
that.
he's-
I know.
10 rolls.
10 rolls.
I did have that time.
Don't eat
No,
the
I'm
it was-
confused.
It was fascinating because I
Okay, now.
Don't put it in you. I'm like, oh. I'm going to be powerful enough to, like, actually punish the people who ruined my life. Uh-oh.
then you realize
Well, and then a
maybe
lot
the
happened.
call was inside the house.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
and then yada yada yada. Here we are.
And then there was, like,
Yeah, yeah. Where was that? I'm to this day, I'm still a little disappointed. I know it's good in the character stuff and stuff, but to this day, I'm still a little disappointed that that Ashton succeeded on the last roll. Like if it is like that was and then fail and oh no, and then after that you see what goes with there. Like this is not just like regaining trust. They actually figure out not only are trust her, but they're also all also they have the fact that with revival is not possible at the moment. He's gone forever. There is no trying to get him to try to like fix this. This this is how they leave off with him. Also, with the eve of them needing to go to, not sure if they would still have gone to the Feywild and stuff. But how would this, I mean, how they would have group of Harry go to the moon, like being a dam member, and like how they would try to also. Townsend admits that he's always got, after Molly, he always has a backup character. Yeah, and and well, how would they really seriously introduce the character now and stuff, and get the other players have their other players be coming off with this person that they would be willing to go on this high risk mission with them. They also start going into like Matt's emotional journey, like, oh crap, he's doing this. Like he was not actually expecting them to actually go down like this. Yeah, they talk about how Travis, for Travis, it became very clear during the Clockwork Tower conversation. Uh, that there was definitely attraction between them, but it tells us that that'll probably be a bad sign. Like now you got two gremlins together, and so, yeah, this yeah, and like I said, for this, Matt was not prepared at all for them doing that. He was able to improvise stuff, but the they do point out like this does connect strongly to his backstory, especially one that he is very fuzzy about himself. Uh, Granted, his backstory specifically was the Shard of Gamort, not the Spark of Rashan, but eh. They also kind of discussed they also I think Travis said we all know whose character should have gotten it. And he goes pointing at himself was like he said probably would have well like multiple times no nothing well and he said you go roll first roll 10 game over. To be fair, we know he has to have a backup character because Chetney's always they've always felt Chetney was like a not meant to be a long term. Heck, every time he takes a night's rest, he goes to see if he Travis rolls to see if he wakes up. Yeah, they also show like Matt's reactions to like his facials, like they describe I believe they're quoting as saying need half the back. Oh, that's in the city of Los Angeles to fix that. And then also describe how like Sam and Liam asked Travis to help with something. Ashton, and they're like, actually, let me recheck my timestamps. Let me just do.
Liam and
Oh, here.
Sam,
Yeah. Oh, this is it.
bless their sweethearts, like running up and being like, "Do something!" And I remember Travis and I looking at each other like, "What?
What?
What do you want
Let
us
the blood under it.
to do? Yeah, what do you want a dead girl with no healing spells?" And
Stop it!
yeah.
Somebody throw a tire iron at the fucking reactor that's melting down.
Come on, you didn't have a tire iron.
His ears are blowing up. I was like, Holy fuck! I
will say, like,
throw a helium
by the
balloon.
by the sixth roll, all I could think is, man, no one's gonna remember how Lana fucked up this episode.
Uh-huh.
That's just gone.
Uh-huh.
Every dark bargain, we're like, no, that's off the table now.
Yeah.
Well, I leaned over to you at one point and I was like, did I miss something? Is he trying to, is this it? Is this the end? And you're like,
I'm pretty sure we were all on the same page.
For once, I had a backup character.
Except
Good.
you actually do?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Fool me once.
You have a kitchen fire, you buy a fire extinguisher. Like, come on.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Go. Mm. Yeah, we talked about the backup characters. Like Travis has one too. We know he has to have one because honestly, at this point, with high stakes in the actual world, like if they goof up too much and stuff, this could potentially be a little. He's got this great vast world of Exandria stuff, and they still have a lot of places to explore and stuff. If they fail this, they may not ever get to do that because they'll lose that the world of Exandria as a campaign setting. You want to? The Evangelion showed us what happened. Like, it won't be like the entire planetoid is dust, but clearly not much will be living on it. All the rich cultures are massive. So at this point, they should all have at least probably 2 backup characters, and maybe some convenient way of inserting the party to prevent being like underpowered. Mm-hmm. 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 Anyway, well, they go more into the broken dynamics of of Bell's Hells. Not trusted group of Shadow, like with the exception, like Lana, with the exception of maybe Imogen, has not just her face Ashen, but is now kind of worried about all of them. Like she was never described as a truly stable character, like. And they knew the upcoming therapy, the then up and coming therapy session that we're going to get. Oh, and here comes they mentioned how like mentioned like multiple times the members of each member's belt is described as a powder keg. Well, we just had one go off. This was Ashen's and it's and for 2 of them who were trust was most hurt the breach of trust was hurt most. They are in multiple senses smoldering. They are primed to go off any time now. Richard goes into how she's enjoying the chaos with Delilah. And it's so interesting, like now, like in the last account of things, it wasn't just what do, who Fern and Imogen actually heard her voice too. Like they kind of expected to hear stuff, but it's another thing for them to actually hear it.
Delilah, so they knew it was there. But yeah. But also, I was dead for that, so it's like a different.
I was dead
That's
for
true.
that.
I was
for that
dead at
one.
the time.
Yeah.
Tax
I
reasons.
just
Yeah.
realized there's a horrible face in the chest of that thing.
Don't
Speaking of-
look
oh my
at
God,
it.
I did. Well, I
right.
barely looked at it before.
What the fuck?
And there's
Speaking
a
of horror
Full screen for this.
films,
face in the. So
We all
there's
agree
a,
we stop looking in the rafters. Stop. Nothing good ever happens.
Why is that there? I don't like that. That's not festive.
it's the hidden Santa.
Right.
Look, his arms and legs are
Is that-
bound too.
You know,
If you look, he's very quietly
Why
swaying.
is that there? This is like our own Wizard of Oz documentary. Like this is that thing that's hanging in the trees in the background.
Should we get him down? Would you like us
That's
to get him
terrible.
down? Bring him here?
No, I don't want him anywhere closer to me at all. Oh, I don't.
That is genuinely
It's
awful.
awful.
I
What's
kind
the
of love it.
matter? Oh,
It's very,
Don't look at me.
it's very Cronenberg, or something we'd fight in Kingdom Death. It's not far.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, there's that. Also described as like sort of like in a horror movie where like, oh, you have this, you should see, you have voices that you should help, seek therapy help or something. And then halfway through the movie, the other start here to, oh shit, it's real. Now, granted, it's not quite saying because of course they all knew this. They even faced down Lila when, Lana was newly redeceased, but. Oh, they also do have to just like the line between characters and the player. And I think the big, clear thing is the difference between them is where like the button pushing, as they say. Like just see what happened. And like as a character, someone known probably didn't do this. Arista was a player they want to know, and since it's a character and stuff, not. But yeah, that degree of separation affects like choices made. Hmm. Oh, and then we go. And then there's the "you should go" moment. Basically, when Chetney advises Chetney advises Ashton to leave, or advises like, "Where do you go from here? Like, are you just gonna up and leave?" And especially, and he's described as what Ashton needs. Like everyone else was very upset with him, but not going too hard. Like, oh, and they also talk about like how before the players themselves had to discuss like whether or not the characters would have serious beef with them now. Like make sure when they agree upon like the having the beef and stuff beforehand, make sure it doesn't get personal real world. Oh, they also mentioned how after the game the emotions kind of are real and stuff, like it's actual stress and stuff. But you also gotta be aware of the separation between reality and stuff. Mhm. Mm, yeah. Then they get into the next major topic. But outside the command there was the Mighty Nine reunion. Uh, Mighty Nine reunion echoes of the solstice. The what where of course for anyone who's watched knows it starts kicking off where we last saw Beauregard and Caleb, and that they were also teleported away. They mentioned how it was kind of amazing. Like this is they've had light shows before, but never something at this size. Like what was it like 12,000? I forget how many people it ended up being. They also mentioned how like talk about like how the noise of the stage like getting used to like everything blasting at you. Uh, they talk about how like there's a distance like because of all the bright light stuff. There's a big audience, but you can't. So every time you hear them, the audience react, it's like that's not real. So like like they have the cognitive dissonance. But the power like when you do something, it causes like that many people to just start cheering out. It's like this. And then we get to a sort of intense or emotional things. The silent, the fact that all those people are suddenly silent to hear. There's also a big power in that, like that, like just shows how much power you have. That you could get everyone go just suddenly cheering stuff, and then suddenly get them all silent. Like it's just how much the audience is into it. Then they talk about how like what they wanted the story to be. Like they wanted something that ties into the campaign two, but also something that also uh, um, that connects to where they are in campaign three and stuff. They also talk about how amazing Daniel's loss was. Like first he got them all warmed up, like a good 15 minutes or so there. Then he goes in and plays Aggie, who manages to beat the record set by Spurt for the shortest character time by a few seconds. They did mention originally Aggie was not supposed to stay for the entire show. Well, showing me. So, and he said, if you can find a good point to exit, just do that. Well, he certainly found an exit. And they described how he kept going for like he's like was it like a level 9? I think he was like a level 5 character or stuff. And the group would be too busy protecting what's his Luke, because he is also an under-level character in this high level adventure, but with actual connections to their characters. So they're going to focus more on protecting him. Maps may traps that would create an impact on level 20 characters. So of course he wasn't gonna laugh. They do mention how he got the full experience in a roll, like at one point rolling a natural 1, then a natural 20, then a natural 20, and a 9. Excuse me, and he also rolled a 9. Oh, hang on.
I also set a lot of traps in there that were meant to affect level 20 characters.
Uh-huh.
So a level 5 character was not going to last long, and I was hoping that would be something dramatic. I didn't think it would be the disintegrate trap in your face.
It was
So
so good. When he turned around, he was like, "That's good." You know,
You got Big Lebowski'd.
Yeah, straight up.
really
Yo.
did.
Well, he got the whole like Mighty 9 dice roll gamut too. He got like a 1, a 20, and a 9 in his
That's
short
right, the
run.
trifecta.
Yeah.
So like he's done now. Like he doesn't have to play a game ever again.
Yeah, he
He-
doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, for me, well, he does love the shaking hands like him do, but the facial expression when he hears what's just happened to his character first, like, dude, like, you get that, it goes, thanks, well, technically it doesn't take me out correctly because it is almost twice my life at, like 0, then almost twice my life. It goes, the thing about the situation, and the face returns. It's like, oh no. Cannot laugh. I can't think of that face without laughing. Oh, another big thing at the end. Uh, uh, Ford proposing to Jester. But Matt was about to do a wrap up like a. Hang on. I may actually have that clip.
Is that very like intimate? I didn't do a big like flash mob or practical joke or something like that. So 10,000 people is a bit of a publicity upgrade.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was a big thing.
There you go. Well done.
And I also enjoyed being on the end because I could see all of your stupid faces react at the
You
same
would-
time. Yes, you stood up. Matt had this amazing react at the
You
same
would-
time. Yes, you stood up. Matt had this amazing expression. Liam literally went, "What?" And Taliesin was in the perfect Caduceus reaction. He was like, "What's the what?" And it was just like this sonar that kept like sweeping for.
Where did that sound come from? There was a proposal I heard. Oh,
Man.
Yeah. They knew they had to wrap up like they do talk about how that special ran a lot longer. There's they had to hire out a venue. It means they had to be out there by a certain time, like by 11. They were not. He does talk about more like a. He said it's not easy to surprise Laura, but when at that point he got, and he also points out like I think what inspired that like was a conversation with Laura before like so wait, are they married? Or married like before the episode started, like Amanda's like I'm not sure like well they've been together how long and stuff. Hmm. It's like gotta stuff to decide what the heck may at the end of this goes and well with that great thing like and just the rush transition that's what's funny. Yeah, yes, just good. Jester, we're married. It's like out of the blue, no true transition, just like a like 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 okay. Then we got to why they chose Trent Ickathon. Like he was a because uh he's a character like one of the big antagonists from the previous game, and they had an original showdown with him. At the very end of the last one, though, is well, let's say fair. It's a fair fight, but a little anticlimactic consider that. And he has a definite connection to this, being a higher up in the Cerberus Assembly, like the primary, like the big boss guy. Lunas is connections that they have. Also, he was able to like tease this in the campaign before we actually got to this, mentioning like how there's like escapes all over and stuff. It makes sense. Like it's affecting magic all over and stuff, kind of thing. And they have to figure out a way to get it to get that off of Caleb. So quickly and just have that is it. Oh wait, just kidding. Oh wait, because this would then how's it? Oh, it wouldn't. That's a good thing actually. Also, Matt told us what Trent's original battle strategy was. The ancient like stuff. He wasn't originally planning to fuse with it. He's supposed to take it and should the fight go south for him, it goes do a spell, toss it at the town, and releasing it, and said, "All right, you can basically it's a choice. Like you can either go and get your revenge on me, or you can go save that town and the people that your friend Bren came up with." Mm, but then Jessica came up with an anti magic field and stuff like, as like, I can't do it. Well, no, but then Matt goes, all right, no problems. It has a limited range, and he has enough movement to get out and furniture. Then both Yasha and Beauregard were able to clear the distance and come in with sentinel strikes and stuff. And he's just trapped. So, and then and then Matt was like, oh shit, what's going on? Then he remembered thinking, the anti magic field does not work on magic items that are artifact level, and that egg was, so it would still be working. And just, but now Trent and mhm. and also ruined like potentially long term. That also points out it ruined kind of his long term plans. Like he was originally planning to like have that big place where they actually have to choose that, and they probably most likely choose to save the town. He makes a getaway, and he becomes a recurring problem. Like they could go after him later, or he could appear in the primary campaign against Bell's Hells. Doesn't maybe he joins up with there and stuff like a good additional villain to help scale the pump. But nope, they got him early. They're there, and because of this, we got this kaiju battle. As I mentioned, how they got this. Guys talks about how they got this big kaiju battle with with a with 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 Caleb turning into this big warp dragon and using a enlarged T Rex, like already the like giant creature T Rex is now large enough and stuff, and it's now kaiju level. But then, but it's at this point that Danny points in saying that their secret word of the day, Treasure said the secret word of the day, T Rex, and now has to pull from Tower of Inquiry. He manages to do it without too much trouble. It's still kind of hard because it's kind of, but he's able to get it. 42. There has been a lot of callbacks and connections this campaign for both the players and the characters, from past PC cameos to guests choosing to come on as characters with surprising connections to current PCs player characters. Has there been a specific guest or cameo that has stuck out more than each other? For Russia, it's hard to top Keyleth, like, because it's freaking Kiki. For Towson is, of course, meeting personally and stuff with Kanka. Also going into the like the comparison between the two, like how different they are, but how same like different backgrounds and stuff, but basically leading to the same issues.
To get to talk to
I will say, like,
a similar round.
in the last game, because we've watched Ashton just be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Percy. But then that one moment where you came up and you're like, why'd you break all these windows?
That was so good.
So good. And then like the moment of like
Nope.
understanding between the two of you, where he
God.
gives you like good advice, and I was like, this is great. That was a full circle moment.
It was a really intensely full. It was perfect. I couldn't have been happier.
And then
Very dignified.
Yeah, where is my girl? Where is
anyway, turns out Vex very left, and that led to wondering her. Oh, and seeing they talk about how seeing Vivi again.
Vexalia Derolo? Baroness
part of the
of first House of
she's part of the Tal'Dorei
Coin
Council.
mistress of the Tal'Dorei Council. Where is she?
She's in Tal'Dorei. She's with the, look.
She's got a budget.
They're important people.
She's got a budget.
There's things outside of Whitestone that they're also involved in.
Yeah, but what about my feelings, Matt Mercer?
Your feelings are very valid.
Where's Vex, Matt Mercer?
Tal'Dorei. We're not in she's in Iman. and we're not in Amman.
Frequent
building stuff and
teleport
designing
miles only
things
go
for
so
Amman,
far.
probably.
So.
Guys,
Laura
go
would
to
say-
Amman. I want to see Vex.
All
I
right.
miss her.
Okay, I want to go to Amman too. It's been a minute.
They talk about more about how with Vivid seeing Vivid's cool and how like explain what she sort of is like. She sort of become like one of their diplomats. Like she failed the elementary, so she can't be the voice of the Tempest. And they have a good one right now, but however, she's still higher up there and one of the, of course, big supporters of Keyleth. And and they also mentioned why they couldn't have more characters. Talk about how well he may have included more characters, but then again, that he did not want it because that become the Misha where it's just him playing different characters and interacting with each other. He needed to have the players still part of it, so that limited how many people he could have at the table. Then we get to a segment specifically for this thing where Matt interviews the player and asks them all questions on first thing, how y'all doing? Pretty good. Doesn't admit he's a bit tired. They go, what surprised you most about most so far about this game? For Travis, it was talking about. For Travis, it was Ludinus, like he's been in the background this entire like since campaign 1 or so. This background thing, like oh yeah, the leader of the server. Batman, like we have characters in this. Oh yeah, he's part of the server, led by this guy named Ludinus. Also, how long he's been like a background kid. Like they mentioned, like there's evidence that shows he may have been born pre-calamity. For all we know, he could be over 1,000. Like he's a purebred elf, so they can live like 10 times more human. So technically 1,000 long. Though we know the real reason he's lived so long is because of the harness or other such devices. Sorry. And Travis has has this conspiracy about the Rachel and the prime deities. Oh, the biggest surprise for Mercer though was when Vax got turned into that orb, the marble, as they call it. It's trapped now. Also, the big thing is like they go in and stuff is they kind of know they may be a little trap and stuff. The big thing is like they realize how far the trap goes for specifically purpose. Like the attack on everything back to the attack on the Airshari. That was specifically to know that should they bring the killer, will they be able to lure Vax out when they need him to be out? This is the Townsend's like surprised with all the Whitestone lore and stuff with Lonza. And it's like he's like the stuff like he's actually being surprised at campaign. And the fact that he's being surprised at all because Townsend was such a big part of developing of the Whitestone setting. And I also the fact that there are areas that he was not aware of as a player. Oh, they also talk about they also go a little bit more into like certain things about the background of Whitestone, like like they mentioned, like like Percy's middle name. Part of Percy's middle name is Missile, which is his brother's son. They talk about how there's kind of like this animosity between the the von Mussels and the Rolos. So how they got together should be an interesting story. Excuse me. Yeah, I have to go to bed after this. Next thing is, where do they want to still explore? What do they want to explore more in Exandria? The two big things are, and they've gone to this previous episode of Force of Dive. The Shattered Teeth is everyone because they're like moving islands and bizarre worlds because of magic thing. Of course, they want to do that, and of course, and also, Isil. They've only been to Isil um, like maybe 3 times. We know. Uh, First was when they was in Camping One. Those twice with the fire sharding and the phone. No, more than that. They've been to Vasselheim plenty times, but outside of that, they only been to the Shari and that one violent stuff. They still have like 2/3 of described as like 2/3 of the continent left to explore. More things, and especially it's interesting to know that it has They originally thought like Vasselheim. It has Vasselheim. It's a religious continent. No, it's the continent of extremes. Also, Matt pointed out last time one thing they have to do is a lot of the seafloor. Like they've been to the seafloor like a couple times, but barely seen any of it. There is underwater kingdoms down there, entire king. They didn't really see that much of Aor and Isocross in general. Then the final question is, Matt asked them is if they were DMing during the first Orhan encounter, how would they have done that? Travis says he would have killed one of them a lot quicker, just to prove a point. Like, though Matt points out, I ended up killing 3. It's just 2 got revived. He said, like, maybe like take a heads up to make sure not revive. Like send a message. After that, we get into the Tower of Inquiry. With Taliesin pulling number 10. Basically, if they're if Valshouse were to have somehow managed to go to Rumblecus before the Mighty Nine got there and stuff, what would they have sacrificed to Vokodo? I think Ashton said he might try to sacrifice his jacket. A lot of them, a lot of them were agonized on what it is. Then a lot of then Richard said, "No, I'll do what Ford did and have have Lana give up Pate only to like summon later." That's great, but the Kono refused an offering of a shield because it wasn't nice enough. You think a dead rodent is gonna be enough? In my opinion, that would just have gone pissed. Chetney was coming which of his chisels he might give, and then decided he would give him the scythe turmoil. I was like, what? if you can cast a spell Shatter, that's what's going on in a lot of situations. And it came from freaking Esteros's uh, from Esteros. So, and Matt, well, basically deciding like the character to do with Laura, what he give, and he goes, "Oh wait, I may actually have a. Do I have a test level there? Nope." He goes, "She would give him her second flying carpet, because we know she doesn't have her original." Then next tower query was would be as an artist, what fulfills you most creatively? What sort of stories, plot, or big pictures are the most passionate to you? Hang on, before I go further.
Pulled one. I got the magic
You can fuck with
word.
him now if you want. Can fuck with him like he did you.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, because when he was when Cosmo was pulling, he was like right behind him going, "Whoa, yes."
Jeez.
You got this. You got this.
Don't fuck up.
Really? Really?
Don't fuck up.
Oh God, that's
It's already
terrible.
moving. It's already moving.
That's terrible.
Touched it.
Oh no.
What are you gonna do about it? Are you really? This is what? Oh, yep.
Oh,
Oh,
go the other way.
oh.
Loosen it up. Yeah.
No, you just pulled.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh!
Wow. Middle block. Real cool, man. Cool.
Look, I told you I'm a little bitch
Yeah,
about
no,
Jacob.
Travis,
clearly.
what's the number?
30.
Thank you.
That was impressive.
That
Hell
was-
yeah.
Matt's big thing? One of Matt's things is things when they come to big choices. Stuff Townsend has a preference for having questions asked that don't have answers, like, and you just have to figure out later. Krista is more like a production side thing, like she is like the like anger or something, and I forget where Towns and she's also thinking like, how could possibly come out and finally seeing the flop like actually come together and it's like the satisfaction there. Travis surprisingly said he loves the goosebumps moments and stuff. Matt also says he loves like some of the occult horror stuff. I think there was more to it. Oh, and also another big thing Marshall likes was like investment. Like you have something that but it's first like years ago, like your previous campaign. It's like not just a quick thing. Like you build up and you get invested in it. No, other things is like when uh, when Travis says like learning things you didn't know, and Lodge also likes when they like breakable, like they have this saying, but it doesn't go the way you're expecting it.
Want to hand me Omar so you can go pull from that tower?
Unless Omar wants to pull and have consequences.
Omar, do you want to pull a piece? Omar! Omar!
It's got a
There's
mirror.
a kitty.
Hold on.
Meow.
He's like, Travis, no.
I wish. Don't you just wish?
We'll get the puppeteer back.
Squirrel.
Don't you wish you?
We'll get the puppeteer back. It took me a
That's
second.
funny. I'm sorry.
I felt it
Mom.
walking very slowly over there.
Daddy's
You're
making
done.
me
Yeah,
do it.
welcome.
So right.
Come
Come
on,
here, buddy.
Omar.
Come
I know
here.
to be.
Why
able
you
to,
do this,
look
human?
At, look at
Why you do this? We promise we didn't give this dog any Benadryl for the show. This is just natural.
Can confirm.
He's in his comfy cozies.
Oh.
Excellent.
Boy.
There
He's
we
my
go.
baby.
There we
Hi.
go.
Hi.
I love this like this bodyguard hold is
Done.
real.
Again.
Oh, and there
Get
the eyes are
outta here.
closed. We're
Oh,
done.
guys, almost got there.
Man,
You got this, Marisha.
I believe in you.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Well, she managed to pull it off. And what items, not in game like you have in, but actually on the table, like physical, you have for physical. Is it superstition items or sentimental ones? Like, Marissa still has her "Don't F with Me" guild eye. Travis has his Metal D20 from the Grog live show. For those who are wondering, this is the one he rolled 2 consecutive natural 20s, which earned him the "How do you want to do this?" First round, his character was in combat. Matt has his what's described as underwater mind diet. And he's for special rolls and a couple dice from each ever. Townsend actually has like a pen that Travis and Lars got him for Christmas. It's kind of, I think, being made out of a bullet. Usually. Now, then we get into the deep dive with the tankards. They pull. Matt, having been the only one not to pull from the tower, does gets the first one to pull a question. Okay. You've introduced 2 characters who have their eyes on fate, Mori and Avantavir. How do the 2 of them differ from each other and from the matron? And what do all 3 think of each other? Fate, as he mentions how fate's been sort of like a minor theme in all the campaigns so far. And of course, all 3 do know each other. He even pointed out that before he was a tree and stuff, before the clan happened, Evangelier could have actually even known the matron while she was still immortal. And how they are doing it. And the big difference is the matron is described as the weaver of the thread, the keeper of the whole same thing. Evangelier is the one that goes through, like, in between the things, like, observes it. Can observe all the threads and stuff. There. And Marty is just a voyeur. She peeks in every now and then and just tons of something here and there, make it basically for her, it's for our amusement. And for this reason, and how they all different is how they don't necessarily see eye to eye. And then they go to Towson, who's got advice from Percy. Actually, I think the expression should be
And Nana is just a fucking voyeur. Nana's just one.
My story, when my stories hit, I was like, ah!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nana's the one that
Stories.
Nana's the one that peeks in every now and then, and when nobody's looking, like tugs on a string or like fucks it up a little bit. That's why she's the fate stitcher. She doesn't weave the whole thing, but every now and then she fucks with it. And to answer the final question, yeah, they don't all see eye to eye.
Sure.
For the reasons I just put
She's
forth.
like the producer's mom, and like if like every once in a while she just like calls them and is like, "No, I need you to bring that person back. I really liked them." I just got a call from up top. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, next thing was Towson and talking about how Ashton got about the advice he got from Percy. Ashton got from Percy on making amends. And did he expect us to talk to Percy? Hey, what was it like getting the advice from this? He didn't. He was expecting this talk, but not from Percy. He was expecting this thing to happen between Ashton and Vex. He was not expecting to person. And for it to come from Percy, it was just very surreal for him. Especially for the fact that if you thought about it, this sounds like the like Matt gave through Percy is the same that Towson would probably had Matt give. Towson give Percy have that Towson would have had Ashton give. That's it. Then Chetney knows what it is to lose control and endanger others. Does he truly believe he can control himself at all times, despite having fought Orenfern? He and Travis is very insistent because conveying that Chetney does not think he could control himself at all times. It wasn't about the two things. Hearing Thurn goes, I kind of like him. And seeing a little bit of himself in Ashton too, that was. Also, like asking the question about Ashton, like, let's say if I push you, will you kind of run? Like, what's like, would tell, you know. They also find right, like the guy with the like how he can make such a decision despite the fact that he has the words "just don't" on the back of his jacket. Sorry. Then we get to the murders. Lana has seemingly reverted more to her pre-Imogen state, like even calls us Matilda. And the questions that asked where to describe her mindset right now, and it will could this new is it well is it that this will affect the Imogen relationship? He puts out Lana was never one who was mentally or emotionally secure, and so she is happy to show happy stuff and conduct, but she still has a lot of the issues of how she died originally. It described as having her stop maturing in her youth and then was alone for 30 years without a other human interaction to help the character development. She's only really started improving because of the last 2 or 3 years with Imogen, but it doesn't mean that the damage isn't still there. Healing things not linear. Then they asked Matt if Pike lied when she said she couldn't feel it on there and stuff. Oh, Matt says that she could not that Pike could seriously not detect a lot Delilah anymore within Lana's consciousness. And all that stuff. Apparently, at that point, it's still like you can see you can see salt, you can see water. However, for her, when you're with how much diminished stuff is like when you put the salt in water, like it dissolves and becomes potable. It's just like regular water. Doesn't mean the salt's not still there. It's just the little bits and pieces are floating around. hmm hmm And then Dad tells him if Ashton had any idea about Fern's feelings and a crush before they should reveal the jet. And apparently, Ashton's mind, you'd have to be insane to have a thing for him because he sees himself as such a screw up. And see, like, why would anyone want that? And then not love. Let's see, and
Buddy,
Oh, it
hide
says
your
Chetney was
modest.
Chetney was very gentle with Fern, trying to make sure that she was okay. Yes. What was going through your mind while comforting her, and what would Chet have done if she hadn't been amenable to his words? I would have bit her ass.
One and done. You're up, Risha.
Wolf teeth with Chetney old man teeth.
I got the harness away, which was the important part. Let me just take. No, I think he was gonna check in. If she was gonna run off and do some shit, I think he probably would have gone with her. I was pretty sure Ashley didn't have like a plan with the harness, but if she did, I was gonna go along with it because I like pushing buttons too. But when she was like, "I'm just gonna destroy it," I'm like, "That's not fun. Give me that." And if we have to, then we bite somebody.
These are both good. I'm looking. I'm cheating a little bit.
Go.
Are you cheating? Don't cheat.
You're the person at the buffet that's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I lick
Ma'am, are you putting that
everything.
back? Just put it on your plate. It's a buffet.
10-second rule if you haven't been eating it for 10 seconds.
You're spoiling the good name of hometown.
Shut up, hometown. We still love you, Golden Corral.
Yes. Golden Corral.
I didn't. Yeah. And then her thought. Then Rachel on Lana's thoughts about meeting Gwendolyn. Rachel, and I guess through also Lana thought she was awesome. Spooky girl, and is going to love the other spooky girl or something. But no, she's afraid of me. For her, it's kind of just like confirms what she was, what her actually worst fear, that she's the monster. We know that Lana's always loved children, but but because because she Gwen felt Delilah's hatred in La and for Lana, it just confirms a lot.
So, yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah. Anyway, another downer one. Matt, pick it back up again.
I'm sorry that you're playing a dead girl and it's hard for me to ask nice questions.
It's also not like, it hasn't been some intense shit the past couple of games.
Look, audience, I try to think of really sweet and nice questions for you guys. Sometimes.
All right, we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes
The jester dress is
Valid.
really nice.
The jester dress is so
All right,
cute.
one more speed round. Thunder round.
Yeah.
everybody. All right, I'll jump in here.
Thunder.
Okay. Enter the speed round. What was it like having Marty and Alora meet? And what has she never heard about? For him, it was like one of the last moments. Like, for Alora, she's like the part one. Part of her job on the Territory Council is to research different folklore things that wonder how affect. So she knows of Nana Mori, the Fate Stitcher, like all this powerful entity she's heard. Or they are very two different answers to do. Her is like you hear all this folklore stuff. Stuff. Then you hear his story with folklore. Then suddenly you're face to face with one. Like, oh frick. And oh god, of course. But the scariest thing for her was when she walked out and stuff, and that this legendary entity she's heard stuff, all stuff, seems to recognize her somehow. Ashton told Lana for 1,000. The question was Ashton told Lana he'd never had a doll before. How would you feel the person looking for Lana? What do you think a suggestion of embracing his inner child? Ashton grew up in an orphanage and was discouraged with toys because it's just something that kids would target to try to get from you or stuff like. It's just something that would in an orphanage could incite conflict. Okay. He doesn't even know if at this point Ashton has an inner child, and if so, what he doesn't think, and if he did, then at this point it wouldn't be something you want to embrace. And then they talk about it's been time since he trained with the Gorgini. What exactly is the boon he received from the experience, and did anything change with him mechanically? Yes, he did go into a crazy book. Well, in wolf form, but basically it allows him to have this like real foul system, but it also has a high chance of having collateral damage with allies. To use it optimally, Chetney would need to be basically needs to be a 1-1 kind of real fun stuff, and no one other or basically it has to be Chetney unaided and stuff like the others are just slam loose with something. There's all things like, for instance, if his health's low enough and he misses an attack, he gets advantage on the next attack. And finally, the final question of the speed round: why does betrayal hurt Lana so much? Is it because of how Lila is linked with betrayal to being alone again? Wow, she really can't catch a break with these questions. Described as being part of her immature way of dealing with conflict. And anytime those things backfire on her, she takes an extremely personally because she doesn't know what's taking. Next, we got 2 more questions from Tower of Inquiry. Yeah.
By the way, it's time for another pull from the Tower of Inquiry.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
Hey Travis, while you're there, can you pull a block?
God! Oh!
Funnier that way.
Look at this. It sucks now. Should I try the shitty one?
Look at Sisyphus sucks now. Is that what you said? No.
Did you get it?
I was
no
like out of body experience.
Smooth as hell.
39.
Smooth as hell.
Fine. It's a half nice.
Oh no. This is bad. It's real bad.
Leslie B asks, if your character found themselves in a Freaky Friday situation with another character, current or past, PC or NPC, whose life would they most enjoy trying on for a while, and what do you think would ultimately make them want to go back?
They go over this. Chetney would I think Travis says that Chetney would want to switch places with Cameron jokingly to what it's like to be a lesser qualified plane rider. Hey. Lana would probably go with Vex or Alora, someone who gets to wear dice traces a lot. And they point out it's where also point out that you're also like what would get you to go back to your original body is like, and she's like, oh, I don't know and stuff, and then one of the finally says, you know what the answer is, they should go back for Imogen, right? Ashley would want to go with Keyleth because she has power and mortal health. She's like she doesn't seem like a broken person. And he pointed out he goes back to it. He said he probably wouldn't want to go back, not until something went wrong. Then skedaddle. And then Matt going for what Exit would do. Well, probably anyone who was not being hunted by the Bright King of the Dynasty. Someone goes, no. Then they point out who would be a good choice for him if he knew about this person.
Somebody who can't be harmed.
So switch with Grog. Plus, you switch into a stupid body, you forget all your stuff. You're set.
That's true.
That's actually
You keep your minds.
Yeah. Essek
kinda
and Grog's body.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
On the ultimate vacation home.
The Grog timeshare.
Yep.
This is true. This is true. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I don't think they've met, but when they do meet, that would be the choice, definitely. I think. Yeah.
That's where Grog's been this whole
I
time.
got hot boy
Yeah.
Grog. Amazing. Phrasing.
Yes, phrasing.
All right.
They have one. Then Matt does one last pull from the tower. Throughout your adventures as a group, what event granted them the most insight into what it means to act as or be on a team? Townsend said goals went back to Camp 2 with the Caduceus. It was a moment where Ford was in the volcano. Kravarad. It seemed like getting actually something work done stuff. Something that's not just for the room girl. Marisha Bell tells retrieving the fire spark. The spark of Rashawn from a freaking lava pit, and then having fight Ludus' Slimakula. For Travis, it was like the relationship between Dorian and Chetney, like how they tried it. And then we go to break. I will not go into what goes to break. We'll go there. As always, when they are playing game stuff, the questions sometimes I think take away from some of the game plan stuff. So I'll quickly go over all the questions they did here, and as a my own speed round going through the questions they did while playing Canley, then I'll just show you some of the more funnier clips. How is Ashton 4000? How is Ashton feeling about their parents and repeating the mistakes of our? It's real bad for him, like real bad. During what is the explore time, they had flashes of about the notion, and he's also got the thoughts if they were still alive, would I be a bigger asshole? For Travis, we go to Travis's question. Chetney bonded with Gwendolyn over breaking the windows and sticking to the van. How much does Chetney love for children influence him, considering his main joy in life is coming to make toys for kids? It's that childhood one. Thanks an exploration. It brings him back hundreds of years for him, in simpler and happier times. Also, he describes Percy as a real ponce with a lot of roles and has an appetite for deviousness, which he finds pleasing to foster. Why did you? And then for Matt, next question is, why did you choose those specific people to appear at the war meeting? Did you consider bringing in Vex, Pike, Gilmore, Scanlan, or anyone else? Cassandra was a big part because she has a big connection with Whitestone, being another Dorolo. She wasn't there the first time, and she is important. But she's an important figure in Whitestone, so she should probably be in the meeting. Vex has still Lamon with on the Tadorica. Pike's not interested in the plot stuff. She's like there for the help. She'd be if she's there. She's there. Her involvement in this crisis would be like actually direct support, not just the planning. And definitely Scanlan would not put people on performance. And Kina just likes letting Allura do these. Mm-hmm. Uh, uh, did did Ashton consider leaving, or were they determined to stay? No, Ashton considered seeing if the others would leave him, like the nobodies did. So no more of that. Marissa, what was it like for the being being in the Lazo lab and encountering those ghosts? You know, it was dark. Alana thought it would be her parents' lab. So, uh, and Matt then cuts in and says like, no, those are people who specifically died in that laboratory and stuff. Like, he also points out that there are they kill a lot of people in a lot of places and stuff. So they create a lot of ghosts around there. They for all we know, somewhere else in the castle, her parents are still. But mm, mhm. Another one from Richard was, why did Laudna want to make a doll of Ashen for Ashen? What would he have done with it if he had given it to them? Richard doesn't know what was going on in the moment. She was basically going off of what Matt was saying through as Delilah. One thing I think she said is like she was either gonna give it to him or probably crush the head. So that like if you could play a Keel right, then another one from Richard, Egads. What would be your first order of business? She would be very fixated on trying to figure out how to fix Vax. And Richard going up to gods, like going up just to Legion and knocking at doors and say, "Hey, how you gonna fix this?" Turn that. How and then they go to Matt and said, "How well did Delilah know Ludinus, considering she was part of Severson? And what she thinks of Antoine's gods?" Uh, not he's not he didn't answer that at that point because it may be giving. I think at this point, because of the episodes we don't know, that she doesn't like the gods, but that she now is a very big supporter and worship of the Whispered One, who she helped will ascend. And he's now that he's a god, he's kind of invested in not having a god eater around. So she's still so she won't side turn them and side with Ludinus at least because he does not align with her goals. And then Travis gets the final one of the evening. F.C.G is going to have the group do a scavenger hunt as part of bonding time. Sorry. Is Chetney intrigued in group activities? Could woodworking be a good group activity? Maybe to one ties. He says no, it probably wouldn't be. This will be the time where Chetney shines. Like it's like everyone else is struggling. Like he's like there. He would maybe help them show them how to correctly hold their tools. And with that, all I have left is Simple Cook. Now, this is them playing Candyland, but a few twists. They have like these two stockings. One is like candy, one has lore in it. I think every time they pull a candy, they get a lore stuff. And when they do that, they actually have to make up some weird lore things about the different locations in Candyland. Get some very interesting new stories.
A question, and I get to look into the bag of candy.
Yeah, we have the bag of mysterious
candy.
foreign candy that we get to go ahead and it's a gummy lunchable.
Gummy lunchable.
I'm going to just want to know a lot of these are different gummy things, but the gummy specifically made to look like other food things or like themes. And they would not recommend any of these for anyone.
It attacked. I think it happened.
What the fuck?
That looks incredible.
I hate this.
I want to
Wait.
eat that.
Wait, they've got to. Put it on camera.
Gummy Lunchables.
This is awful.
It's a peppermint pizza kit.
Pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza kit. Is it actually? It's just.
I hope it's flavored
It's candy though,
like pepperoni
right?
Pizza, though.
Well, we're gonna
candy.
we're gonna
I wanna
get
eat
it.
We have
that.
strayed too far.
Hi, buddy.
we
Hey,
okay?
so how is Ashton?
We already went through all the questions, so.
Everyone knows that.
These are mainly going over the lore they made for this.
Man. I'm gonna say I'm partially enthralled in this. I'm partially enthralled at you fighting this plastic thing like I was earlier. No, it's person proof. It feels like it's designed for children, but even adults can't get through this.
For good reason.
It's true.
It's open.
It
What do you
wasn't meant to
mean?
be opened. It
Just
wasn't meant to be
Taste
opened.
the oh god.
Do I
it's so
open this?
shiny.
I'm gonna say everyone knows that why nobody goes to the ice cream slopes is there's a lot of bodies.
What?
on the ice cream surface there.
Of course, it's dark.
Wow,
how
0
you
to
find your way up.
60.
There's lots of bodies on the slopes.
No, somewhere within the ice cream of the slopes, like underneath the ice cream snow.
Oh,
That's up there.
like how you navigate Everest by like
Yeah.
the dead
Yeah,
bodies.
like there may be people who tried to ascend to the very, very top of the ice cream slopes.
It's not just that; it's the moguls on all the double black diamond runs.
Correct. And
If you fall, they pull you under.
yeah, and
You're coated in powdered
well, and
sugar.
the
You
Duke of
say.
Swirl
Coated in
swears it's
powdered
just the dangerous weather. Well, who knows? All right, you're up.
You send them back to the beginning,
Oh God,
if I recall.
Marisha, what are you doing?
Oh no, it's sticky.
Why?
Oh, it's right.
There's you send them back to the beginning.
God.
They're still trying to partake in the gummy Lunchable.
Marisha, what are
no.
you doing?
Oh no, it's sticky.
Why?
Oh, it's right.
Why?
Double-
Oh no, you got it on your hands.
Oh God.
It's you're gonna turn.
Oh, I get to pick a lore thing. Give me the lore
Okay.
bucket.
Okay, hold on. I need to put down
Here,
this.
your whore bucket.
Oh God, it's dripping.
God,
Why is this?
Why did you do this to us?
Get some napkins. Like 4 PAs ready to go get napkins. They know how dire
Oh, it's
this
still
is.
dripping.
Oh God!
Not on the rug. Not on the rug.
No. This is no.
It rolls right off. It's gross.
This is really poorly
Is this
designed.
still in the Duke of Swirl town?
Oh God.
Do we think?
You're,
I think so.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of by like
Yeah.
God.
Because you're still the ice cream.
Where's the thing?
ice
stuff.
cream
On your
falls.
way to the gummy,
Yeah,
to the gummy hill.
Describe a hardship that is the hardship that has recently befallen the ice cream falls area of the ice cream slopes has led to fluoride bleeding into the water supply and all of the candy fish fucking pearly white teeth.
What is the candy equivalent of fluoride? Is what
Oh,
I'm asking now.
that's true.
You got to really go for it.
Aspartame.
Aspartame. Yep. Sucralose. The sucralose is bled into the water supply. And all the fish now are super fucking
Look
sugary.
at this pizza.
Okay, I think the
Oh my God, somebody else
Nope.
go.
I think the grooves are meant to.
Don't eat it for real.
Why are you putting that in your mouth?
Would you pick a card? It's your turn. Oh,
Oh God, that's
it's turned into like the Halloween flash holiday episode.
green.
For Matt?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have a Dragon Ball.
Hey, Matt, what's the deal with Otahana and Liliana?
Oh, yeah. They also have a Dragon Ball one with different shapes and stuff. All the Dragon Ball shaped ones though are all 4 stars now.
Are they friends or are they
You're good.
friends?
What?
Okay, I'll ask you a real one.
What?
That was a half serious question though, wasn't it?
No, it was like mostly serious. No, it was very serious. But also
Gummy Hills.
The Gummy Hills.
The Gummy Gooch.
The Gummy Hills is actually going through a bit of a renaissance. They just added a new art gallery that features old stale gummy bears that have become too hard to eat.
Oh.
And you have to chip the arms off so they have a winged victory. Gummy bear. They have a thinker
Blood eagle
gummy
in the
bear.
back.
There's a blood eagle gummy bear. And there's a David with a huge gummy member just hanging out.
A gummy DeMilo.
They're appreciating the art.
Gummy DeMilo, wasn't
the
there?
Gummy Hills.
An episode about that?
Episode about the Gummy DeMilo.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was awesome. You're right.
That's good. Purple. Okay.
What is that?
licorice balls? Lagoon?
Coins with just a hint
Of salt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's just licorice.
Yeah.
I'll go in on that.
The Licorice Lagoon
Oh.
was never the same after the incident. And you see, that incident was, you see, they were trying to drill for precious resources in the Licorice Lagoon. And they had a bit of a spill. A bit of a
Licorice bill?
licorice spill. And Dawn Soap had to get involved to
Dawn
rinse,
Soap? Oh.
to rinse off
The wildlife.
all the wildlife, all the peeps. All the peeps were just coated in licorice. All the chocolate bunnies, just coated. It was disastrous. You should have seen it.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
We're just eating plastic.
It's hard,
right
it's
now.
hard, it's
full-
hard to
Omar's
clean
not eating
licorice
any
off
of
of
it
a, off of
either.
a peep.
off of a peep, off of a peep duck.
Now, here's the thing. I like black licorice.
It's not better.
This feels like a trick you play on someone who likes black licorice.
That is, you know,
We're gonna get so many
I've
candy
eaten
companies angry at us.
I've eaten
Look,
checker pieces.
There's adding them up.
But what's best is
Tootsie Pop, Owl's angry at me.
firm, with just a hint of salt.
Maybe that's for like people that
I
really
mean,
love licorice and they're like, I need
Heyo.
salt in my. Lore sock.
Lore.
You'll never catch me.
Lore,
Lore sock.
lore sock, and
Sock
here,
And new snacks.
new snack. It's
A Naruto-
themed.
Gummy ramen
ramen?
kit.
What?
Never had those. Oh
I'm
no.
opening that shit. I'm doing it.
Nope,
Why,
yep, they do it.
why do we have to keep making gummy
Gummy
foods
ramen?
that aren't?
Because our civilization is sick and shouldn't survive.
Okay,
This
wait,
is
what's
this
your
is the
lore?
follow Roman in can right here. This is your
It
expression.
looks like.
I want to see this.
Show camera.
Yeah, hold it.
Oh, Eric.
Those are just noodles. Normal, unassuming
Just
noodles.
noodles.
Oh God, no.
Okay, go ahead, Laura.
You know, there's an old myth about Licorice Lagoon.
Uh-huh.
I got noodled.
Point blank.
Come on, give me those noodles.
Well, there's an old myth about Licorice Lagoon. You know why the Peppermint Pass doesn't run through it anymore. Way back when they were laying the Peppermint Pass, they were trying to figure out their way across Licorice Lagoon, but it's treacherous, treacherous land. Many things sink in, never to be seen again. One man attempted, had himself a graham cracker caboose.
Oh, yeah, good.
Still to this day, you can hear it should be a toot, but it's graham crackers. So it's more of a deep in the hills.
Yes.
Amazing.
Show me that
Your
graham
turn,
cracker
my noodles.
caboose.
Here's your noodles, man.
Give me the car that takes me to the promised land. Oh, I'm jumping. Da, 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 da. Boop. It's only a matter of time.
This is
I'm
bullshit.
gonna get you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
Blue.
Narrative. Pull from the green, and we also see what's next on the in hell.
Actually, I think the book's in the blue there, so I think I'm not.
Oh no!
I think I'm safe there.
You know what? It touches both.
Why are
It's
you
both. All right, I'll let it go.
so far behind?
I'll let it go. Because I suck.
You suck at Candyland.
Just get Matt.
I've actually had one
perfection.
of these
He's fine.
before, right? And I actually kind of enjoy these.
I'm gonna try this egg.
Not many people know about.
Gummy taco.
People know this about. There's no current ruler.
Wait, what?
Are you in an in-betweenus?
I'm.
Are
kind
you in the
of-
gooch
Oh,
of
it'll be on the
Candyland?
name. Where are
I'm
you?
I'm in the gooch of Gummy Hill and Gingerbread House.
He's in the
Gummy
candy
Hills is a
taint.
place. Gingerbread House is a location. So I think you're in the Gummy Hills, or you're in the headlands of the Gummy Hills.
The Gummy Grundle.
Oh,
I
pick
will.
any leader.
I'll pick
There's
him.
no rules to Candyland.
I just want to say, as soon as I stopped like thinking like gummies that made it look like other types of foods and stuff around me, I was like, wait, was that gonna show up? Yeah, I was wondering if gummy tacos. Like, I've seen these at a gas station near my home. Wondering, are they gonna do this? Nope. Yep, they do it. And thanks to this, my thought was maybe I might try one time. After this, I say probably not.
Not many
lawless
people
land.
know this about Grandma Gooey.
Already on
Get the
that.
Grandma Gooey. They have a lot of time picking on Grandma Gooey for she's.
But much to her embarrassment, no, I'm not gonna. No.
Yes, no, stop. There is only go.
Sorry.
Oh, gross.
Her namesake meant that as the years went on, she couldn't allow herself to become less gooey. So she had to. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. It's fine.
Not as
I
gross
felt
as
it decaying.
This candy taco. That is certainly.
Yeah, not going.
Fuck is this?
It's kind
It's a
of
candy taco. It's actually.
About Grandma Gooey. Like
Oh,
Finish your
I
grandma
abandoned
lore.
that one. No. People know about Grandma Gooey, but her late husband was responsible for building the great chocolate gooey dam that held up the reservoir. And for 20 years ago, its terrible construction caused it to collapse and flood the great Candylands.
oh no.
Over 4,000 people lost their lives.
4,000!
Yes.
Wait, did that help lead to the ecological disaster in Licorice Lagoon that what's his name? Lord Licorice was
You can see Detective Worship at it again.
pinned with?
Which motivated the Duke of Swirl's power grab and
Not legally.
sucralose leak into the ice cream balls.
It's all connected.
So connected.
So Son of a bitch! Did I just go backwards?
Probably.
God damn it! Do I have to?
Yes.
Oh,
what is that?
It's a double popsicle.
Yep. Sometimes you get the double popsicle.
Sometimes you get the double popsicle.
Okay.
Oh man, this is not good.
Lore. Which also means the final candy.
Oh God.
It's the final candy. You get the idea.
Final candy.
We did.
Does that look like?
Why?
No, it's not.
It's gone. Wow,
It's
it was empty.
not candy Easy Mac.
I
That
wouldn't
is not-
stay in the gingerbread house after dark. You want to know why?
I kind of do.
Oh God, because it's filled with fucking mac and cheese gummies. It's where they
Wait.
store them since the factory blew up.
Are they
10 years
gummies?
ago.
Or is it just mac and cheese?
What hath science wrought? The Industrial Revolution and its consequences.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
We should return to the sea.
I don't even like regular.
They say when you don't look at them, they shift. They move and crawl closer.
I love that the sticker says
It's like
sealed for your
Spaghetti and stuff.
Just
Don't open it.
Just don't.
You don't understand.
Yeah, fuck
We
your
lost
warnings.
10 people sealing them away. Bury them deep.
Shoot her!
Deep within
Shoot!
the building.
God.
Why?
Oh!
They're like orange slices.
You ever seen calf brains before?
Oh my God.
You're up.
No, I just went. I had the double green. Travis.
Okay.
Oh, that's me.
Take
okay.
a moment from your mac and cheese.
Oh!
Oh, I'm so confused by this. It's very confusing.
The crew.
No!
Crew hates us. What is it?
No, I can't go back that far. Do I have to go back again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Star. I was so close to winning.
Oh my God, I'm not in last place.
Damn it. You're up.
God.
Oh.
Marisha.
Oh, what?
Not. No.
Oh, they're like greasy.
Oh.
1, 2. Okay, Matt, you're up.
Man, like, here's the thing. Gummy candy was my favorite candy up until tonight.
Same. That's why I
Yeah,
haven't
hard
eaten
same.
any of that
Hard same.
bullshit.
No. No.
Yours
Smell
now.
it.
Oh, God, no.
Oh.
The speed run to diabetes version.
Lore.
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 Game off.
Okay.
That's not working.
It is.
Before it was settled. Where am I?
Where are you?
Before I was settled, Chocolate Mountain was home to a prehistoric species of
Ripe with potential.
It was very confusing because it was home to a prehistoric species very closely related to the kiwis. And, you know, thanks to the introduction of some alien chocolate plants, it wiped out all the kiwis
Those
of the cacao. Invasive species. Thank you.
No, I like alien plants. No, we got an extraterrestrial candy lore now.
Yeah. Meteor hit, housing some cacaos, and
Like a Cadbury egg.
Cacaos.
housing a Cadbury
creme
egg,
brulee part of the chocolate mountain.
and it slowly wiped out all the kiwi birds who also
Purple.
look like kiwis. They were
Sugar
kiwi.
and nonsense.
So what was once fruit is
Like-
now chocolate.
Like dire kiwis or something.
Yeah.
Kiwis.
More lore. Toss
All
and
right.
go.
All right.
One thing people consistently get wrong about the Cupcake Commons is that it's safe. You think commons, you think it's where people gather. But ever since that meteor crashed up in Chocolate Mountain,
Yes.
people have been waking up at strange hours of the night. They've been wandering out towards the ice cream slopes and then vanishing beneath its snowy surface.
Oh, shit.
That's where the bodies have begun to rise to the surface.
Have any more
They
questions?
squirm and they glisten.
I will say also, little known fact, the current area, the Ice Palace, is also Candyland's largest supplier of.
Weed.
Never mind, it's better than my joke.
Oh, shit.
It's weed.
It's just
it's
weird.
just
It's
weed.
just weird.
It's weed.
That's weird.
Hey, Marisha.
Have some rum.
Grandma Gooey of the Chocolate Mountain would kill me if they found out I told you this, but
Oh, short clip.
they are the main distributor for the most common output of the Ice Palace. They're basically the corner of the weed market. She's running like a low-key mob. It's a whole thing.
That makes
There's
sense,
guns
yeah.
involved. Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Pineapple?
Kind of like Tang.
No.
Tang?
This one.
Wait, was there ramen in my taco?
No, the ramen.
You
It's.
can quote me on that.
Did you get ramen in my
Whose
taco?
turn is it?
And it's
Whose
your
turn is it? It's my turn. King Candy never visits the Chocolate Mountain, likely because they used to fuck. Yeah, like Grandma Gooey and he used to fuck. Let's make it. They fucked. It's a whole thing now.
Orange.
All right.
I think we also might wrap up soon, so we may just pick the person who's in the lead.
A little further.
No,
let's keep going.
We're almost
We're gonna
there.
go.
We're almost there.
Well, Travis, F.C.G. is going to have
Whose
the group
turn?
do a scavenger hunt as part of their bonding time.
Omar, Salison.
Yeah,
Don't let him eat.
All the candy.
Good
Yeah,
eye.
yeah.
The good news is,
I was a little worried about that the game. Like he might try eating it. Not forget it tastes bad. Certain candies and stuff like that can be potentially have health problems for.
there's very little chance he was going to eat one of those coins.
Keep going.
He's like, no.
Travis, you're up.
I'm up.
Is Chetney intrigued by the group activities? Could woodworking be a group bonding activity? Maybe painting
Oh, he
wooden
doesn't
toys?
sound like better than
That's
that.
not a group bonding activity. It's where they all suck and I fucking shine. Group bonding my ass. Although I will help people hold their tools as they carefully craft a masterpiece. Where's this fucking
gonna help
ice
them hold
cream?
their
It's back here!
Marisha.
I got a double red, but there are no reds. So I just can't.
No, that means
bridge.
that
But I
means
can
she's
go to
red.
the bridge.
Boom! The Candy Queen is back in
Candy
this house.
Queen, Candy Queen!
You cheated. It was rigged.
It's Candyland.
And with one final clip.
You there, dear audience member. What day is it? Ah, my ghost buddies have opened my miserly eyes and shown me the true meaning of four-sided dive. Always the same, but no more. No more silly games. No more cold opens. No more googly-eyed broomsticks! No more! No more bits on four-sided dive. You ask your questions for the Tower of Inquiry at crickle.com/tower, but they will be answered in the order they will receive!
Yes, alright, Elva. Anyway, with that, all that's left to recap is my homebrew of the episode. The Pacifist Wrath. It's a dagger currently listed as rare. From now on, I think for new though I think for new magic items, I think I'm just gonna list it as unknown rarity, just to let the DMs decide. This may actually be more. This does not require attunement and stuff, but it though despite its power, also no, I think this could actually be considered legendary. This Swordbreaker dagger, if you don't know what a swordbreaker, it's like a fancy thing that actually meant to break the enemy's blade. Grants a +1 bonus to your AC when being attacked by a finesse by a weapon with a finesse property. It also has the siege property to help with the actual breaking of the sword. To help with the actual breaking of enemy weapons. When you get this dagger, it has a number of charges, max of 6. You can cast either Dispel cast the spell Dispel Magic, or the Shattered spell. By setting a number of charges equal to the level you wish to cast the spell at. You can cast while you cast Shatter, you can reduce the area of the effect of the spell to 5 foot square, to increase by another 1d8, and increase the damage further by 1d8, right, by reducing the effect to 1 item. The dagger regains all 1d6 charges every day at sunrise. If for 1 week it ends the day with 0 charges, it becomes disenchanted for 1 month, assuming it stays intact. Basically, you keep using up all the charges and stuff, and up every day and stuff, and that is the big thing. Okay, I forgot about. I added that thing. That's why it's all considered a just rare itself legendary. This thing, if you overuse it, you will lose it. Proficiency with either that standard dagger stuff. With that, this recap ends. I thank you for joining me. This is Free Narrative Manager. I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.